What's all the PMS with Coach G? It's positively motivating sisters with purpose, meaning, style. Are you ready for positive conversations inspiring you to your next level? Do you need motivation to get you growing? Are you a sister, woman, leader, boss, mom, wife, female, her, she? I think you know what I mean. Are you seeking purpose in your life? Do you know the meaning for which you stand? Do you know your style is your unique authenticator? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, this podcast is designed with you in mind, which embodies the whole you mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. Sisters, we are on a journey in connecting you from where you are to your what's next with purpose, meaning, style, and it all starts with you. Hi, this is Coach G. Think of me as your chief PMS cheerleader, motivating and wanting to see you win in your personal and professional life. Your connector, guiding you and bridging the gap from where you are to your what's next. I am your leadership and growth coach, empowerment speaker, mom, wife, Christian, and I get to serve you in doing what I am passionate about. You, sisters, we are on a journey for you living your life on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning, style. So thank you. Thank you for listening. I always start out with that, and I will never not say thank you. Thank you for just taking the time to stop and just listen in. Can you believe how time passes? We are in episode 56, and, I even think about we were just entering into 2023, and here we are. We're already in April. Man, and it just seems like it's moving so quickly. I feel like sometimes when I wake up, it's like, oh, okay, it's Monday morning. And then the next day is like Friday. Wow. And sometimes it makes you ask yourself, how am I living my life? You know, are you coasting along the shore, living a life of mediocrity? Or are you in the waves of the water, living to maximize the moments of your life? Well, again, today we are in episode 56 and we are talking about maximizing your life. Okay, so let me clear something up right now. Every day won't be waves because one day you may choose to sit on the shore. But let's be adamant and intentional that you won't stay there. And I will also add living in the waves of maximizing your life, you will experience the highs and lows. But the difference is you are actively aware of where you are and you intentionally move yourself to experience the fullness of your life. Isn't that like living your life on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning, and style? And that's why we're here. So, in other words, maximizing your life, we're shifting from mediocrity to maximization. And we're going to get straight into it. I'm sharing PMS tips, but today I want to say keys to maximize your life. And one of the first ones is expect. Expect. You probably say, what? Okay, your expectations. What are the results? What are you expecting? Your expectations should meet your investment. So when I say that, investing can be money, time, learning, resources, your sacrifices. All those things are making you shift into that maximization, into seeing that goal and dream come to life. So I want to talk about something that came to me when I talked about this key of expect. I went back to the moment in my first pregnancy of becoming a new mom, which was 23 years ago. Okay. I was excited about the stages. I remember the first investment on my journey of motherhood and maximizing what that meant for me was purchasing a book because it was a popular book and probably still is. And it was What to Expect When You're Expecting. You know, although, yes, I had my mother, my grandmother, other family members, and friends who could share in their experiences. And yes, okay, I wanted that too, but I still wanted more. Or let's say I wanted to maximize in the moments of being motherhood. And of course, we can say it's through the experiences, but we're talking about what you expect. So, from my expectations, there were things that I wanted to implement in my life so I could do that. I wanted to make sure I was doing things properly and have a better understanding of the stages of each trimester. I wanted to be well informed as much as possible. So, hey, don't judge. It was my first time. What was your first time like? Well, that's what it was for me. But maybe that's you trying to launch a business, or maybe you're planning to, I'm saying planning for retirement, but retiring out of the career field, or transitioning on a new career path. So then the question that I would ask you is, how are you investing in what you expect? That's that word expect. And then there's express. What do you want to say? How do you maximize your life through that part of expressions? That say can be through your actions or your words. So, are you allowing yourself to creatively be? Because in that moment that you express, it's a moment of self expression. So, are you allowing yourself to creatively be? Okay, yes, be you. The question is, what is your message? We can maximize our self expression in many ways. This can be through compassion in our giving, through art, through teaching, maybe even volunteering or baking. And the list could go on because, again, it's what you want to express in your life. It's your unique personality coming to life that paints the picture of you. So, the question that I end with that in that part of express is, how do you want to express yourself? Or how do you express yourself in maximizing your potential? And then in another one of those keys to maximize your life is explore. What do you want to see? What are those things you want to see? Think about when you travel. You may go to a specific state or country and you say, I want to, okay, let's just say, oh, I want to go see the Statue of Liberty. I want to see that. I want to experience that. Maybe that's what that is. But are you allowing yourself space to explore? When we explore, we're exploring through maximizing your life. You will discover things about you, and that's personally and professionally. You discover your likes, your dislikes, your fears, your beliefs, your mindset, your temperament, and you know what? Your authentic voice. And you will even discover things about people, processes, and patterns. In other words, in that part of when we're in that part of exploring, you're allowing yourself to open the window. You're maximizing your life through exploration. You're opening a path you may have never discovered had you not took the key to open the door. Or maybe you wouldn't have actually felt that breeze until you opened the window. So what would you like to explore? That's how you go into maximizing your life. That's even another way of how we step out of our comfort zone. So that question, or our last question in this point, is how can you put yourself in that space to explore this new idea? And when we are here in this space and we have those moments and those questions come up, take time to investigate and talk with yourself and explore and answer those questions. That's how you move and shift yourself into a different position that will also maximize things in your life, through you, around you. And then we go into that part of expose. What gifts need to uncover in your life? Are you hiding them? Are you putting them on the shelf? Are you saying, not right now? So, what are you keeping hidden that needs to be uncovered to show up as a better version of yourself, maximizing your life? Can you think of that movie, Hidden Figures? I think about, these women had gifts to change the world, but yet was hidden to society. They did what they did. They were doing what they do, but in the era of where they were, it was not necessarily acceptable, or it was um it was not, I mean, it was not accepted. That's what that was. But are you hiding your gifts within you that need to be uncovered for the world to see, so that that change, or maybe those societal views, can change? Because even in that, in the part of Hidden Figures, those women, they still stood up for what they believed. They did it through the barriers, and they did not give up, and they showed up against the odds. How can you expose your gifts? I'm going to offer, a tip in this one. Get in a community, volunteer where you can apply your gift and continue to nurture, feed it so it can fully blossom and maximize. So, what is that you can do to bring those gifts to life? And then another one is execute. Now you have to put some action in it. We can't think about all these things. It's great to think about ideas. It's great to, have all these creative thoughts, but you have to put it in action, because a dream without action remains just that, a dream. But a dream with action becomes a reality. So executing your visions create a life of fulfillment. You know, you have to go through that process of making a decision, creating a plan, involving the right people. That's a team, people to work with, and be smart. Yes, apply the SMART goals: specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and time bound. Apply those goals as you want to execute or maximize that potential in your life, you know, and then you have to resolve and rise through conflicts, because you know what? When you put things in action, you will face obstacles, you will face barriers, you will face conflict. But then now you learn how to navigate through those things, and how to approach, how do you approach this situation? What is the best way to resolve this situation? And then you know what? Celebrate the moments, big and small. When you're moving and you're in action, you have to take time to just celebrate the moments, big and small. And we talk about that a lot because it's very important. It keeps your momentum, it keeps you motivated, it drives your energy. And then that last one is experience. Experience. What other experiences do you want in your life? I quote this by Miles Monroe in this statement where he said, experience is given not to determine the limits of our lives, but to create a better life for us. Experience is a tool to be used. So, what tools are you using in your life to create more meaningful experiences? Because through your experiences, you grow and you maximize these moments from what you're learning, what you've learned, embracing what the experiences are teaching, while recognizing our emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual bank along the journey. And then experiencing all parts of you helps you find and maximize your inner wholeness. So as you experience these things that you navigate into in maximizing your life, you are now recognizing what that means for you emotionally. What does that mean mentally, physically, spiritually, and connecting all of that to that inner wholeness because it's about the whole you. And from all these keys, I still want to offer one PMS tip in maximizing your life. Enjoy your journey. Remember this. Remember these right here. Your pitfalls are lessons of what directions you may need to take. Your obstacles are opportunities to learn more. Your wins are the outbursts to let you know you are doing well. And your celebrations are the noisemakers to say, keep going. Now, you get to maximize the crafting of your life, which brings me to this moment. As a leadership and growth coach, one of the ways to continue on this path is hiring a coach to help you get to where you are to your what's next with accountability and passion. And how can you do that? Go to gstylecoaching.com so we can work together and win. You take the first step. You do that by scheduling your one on one. Or if you have a team, you say, you know what, coach, yeah, I think we need to do a group coaching here. And you can do that and go to the show description under Let's Work Together. And we can get started in maximizing your life one step at a time. Or maybe you're looking for someone for your next speaking event. You can go to the show description there and touch the link to contact for speaking. And then that last thing that I share, and I always just ask you to do, is to keep maximizing the reach or help me maximize the reach. Go ahead and leave your comments. Subscribe. What platform are you on? Subscribe. Rate this podcast. Rate this episode. Follow. And you know what? Of course, share. And I say share, 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 and keep sharing. And in saying all of that, until next time, sisters, I want you to continue to grow and maximize your life. And I want us to have fun while we're doing it. So let's keep growing because it all starts with you.